Now, something that I forgot to mention in my Raw Thoughts video. Apparently, the feud that will be happening here is Apollo Crews and Sheamus. No. No, 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 no. You have good heat. You have bad heat. You have, like, go away heat. Sometimes you have no reaction whatsoever. And that's the reaction that you really don't want. And when you put two people who get zero reaction from a live crowd in a feud, yeah, that really doesn't make total sense at all. Apollo, what he has portrayed, he has no charisma as far as on the main stage at Raw. That's not something WWE writing can fix. He needs improv and acting coaches. I'm giving you my thoughts on Apollo Crews. As I kind of was, I said in previous videos that this guy smiles a lot. He smiles a lot, and he does flips and smiles is not going to get you that far. Neither is flips. Now, a lot of people talk about like guys like Cesaro. They talk about guys like Wade Barrett, and yeah, you know, listen, part of it is WWE writing's fault as well. A lot of people saying that they were like, that they could have been gone further than where they were. But a part of it too is that you have to get over with the audience. You have to. And that's your personality that you portray on TV. You have to connect with the audience. Again, going back to this supposed feud of Apollo Crews and Sheamus, Apollo Crews needs legit training. Okay? Never been charismatic, and I can't name, one legendary wrestler who did not have their own brand of charisma. Steve Austin had charisma. Rock had charisma. Now I know that might be a little bit too far-fetched, but even newer guys like Enzo has charisma. New Age Outlaws had charisma. You need charisma. Even Sheamus, to a point, has his own brand of charisma, though it's gotten stale. Apollo Crews thrived in the indies because storylines really don't matter as much, and you're catering to an audience who could care less about charisma than they do talent. That's not the core WWE audience. Apollo needs to go back maybe to NXT and really develop a personality before you put him in a feud against Sheamus, who's been stale and no one could care less about. Otherwise, this career in the WWE will be short-lived. Now, I know there are other factors that kind of decide if you have a long career here in the WWE. You'll take a guy like Tyler Breeze. Vince McMahon apparently doesn't like his gimmick, and he's really not on TV all that much anymore. So I know there are other factors, but having charisma is one factor that you definitely need. And putting him a guy against Crews, who really no one really knows that much about, against a guy who really, and Sheamus, no one really cares about at this point. How are you going to generate a reaction if you haven't generated a reaction up until this point? So, before you stick him in a feud which no one would care about, this is not a right idea. You really need to develop, personality or charisma, or put him in Apollo Crews with someone that has more of a personality. Heck, maybe even Chris Jericho. Guys like that. But Apollo Crews and Sheamus, not a good idea. Not a good idea. I hope all is well. Look forward to speaking to you very, very soon.